A few weeks ago, I came across this video on my Instagram Reels page.
این غذا رو دارم اولین باره میذارم پیازو میگیری.
Now, aside from giving you an insight into what my algorithm looks like, that was my introduction to Daniel Zamani, an Iranian weightlifter who posts mainly about bodybuilding, that sort of stuff, and also eating food. As you can tell, he does look like a boy who enjoys his meals. Anyway, I thought his meal looked interesting, so I just innocently asked, what are we eating there, Chief? Not really expecting anything. I don't know if he responds to comments or even understands English. Anyway, a few weeks went by, and then I got a response from a very nice man called Hesam Norifad. Don't know if I said that right. He said it's called Ghorme Sabzi,
قورمه سبزی.
and he recommended I try it at a good Persian restaurant. So I thought, you know what, that sounds like a good idea. So I checked for good Persian restaurants, and I ended up here in Maruka at Zaytoon Restaurant. Now, I mainly chose this because it was open during the day, but also it does look like a pretty good restaurant. It is actually quite classy. So I went there, I got the Ghorme Sabzi, and now I'm here to check it out. So let's give it a go. I am dead keen. Here it is here. As you can see, it definitely is a green stew. My man was not lying. Wow, look at this. They gave me a big bit of bread there. That's pretty cool. And, wow, this is a really flat bit of, I'm guessing that's rice. Let's take a peek. Yes, it is rice. Okay, interesting. That's like saffron, but also white rice. Anyway, let's just get stuck into this Ghorme Sabzi.
قورمه سبزی.
So I did a tiny bit of research online, and it does seem to be lamb and beans and spinach. That's basically it, and then they add obviously lots of herbs and spices. It does smell very interesting. It smells a lot like a curry, like not exactly though, it's not quite a curry, but it is really good. I am just going to get stuck into it. Let's try it by itself. That is good. That was another thing. It also has lime in it, so it does have this interesting tone of lime as well. Yeah, that's it. It's got the sourness from the lime that is coming through. Haven't had any of the lamb yet. Let me try that. Whoa. Wow. That was really soft, tender lamb. That is nice. The beans give it this, you know, sort of depth, this base sort of beany sort of depth. It's not like the strongest amount of herbs, and it's not like a super strong lamb flavor either, actually. I believe it's like a stew, and it does definitely taste as if it's been cooking for a long time. I'm not precisely sure what herbs are in it, but they are good. Yeah, this is like the closest thing I think we have is Indian, but it's definitely not Indian food. It's not like quite Indian tasting, but it's in that ballpark. I do wonder what people who don't like Indian food would think of this. Wow, probably with more lamb. Put it in the rice like my man Daniel did in the video. It's good. Wow. Yeah, my friend Hesam is not lying. I do not regret getting this. This was $25, which, you know, that's a fair bit of food. This could feed two, I think. You got this and another thing. That would be about 50 bucks, and that would be sufficient for two people. Absolutely. Yum. All right, I'm just gonna pour the whole thing over the rice. Yum. Actually, there's a lot more food than I was expecting. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this whole thing. What will Daniel think of me? Sorry, Mr. Zamani. Unlike Mr. Zamani, I have chosen to keep my shirt on. I do apologize. I know a lot of you in the comments do pester me to take my shirt off more often, but I am sorry, the shirt stays on. That's one thing I feel quite strongly about. But yeah, this is really like rich and hearty. Actually, it even tastes a little bit like a chili. With the beans there, it is like a Texas chili. Not exactly. The spices are obviously quite different, but you know, it's not worlds away from it. I did not know that beans were used in Iranian cooking, so there we go. I've learned something new today. Yeah, this is really good. If you are thinking of getting a Persian meal, then yeah, I would start with this. It is really not like full on sort of crazy, you know? I think most people's aunties would like this. Now, to wash that down, I did actually get 2 drinks. Firstly, I got the Barbican, the peach Barbican. If you've not had Barbican before, just go to any Middle Eastern sort of grocery store, and they have the Barbican. It's kind of a Middle Eastern equivalent to beer. It's not beer, obviously. It's not alcoholic, but it is a malt drink. And it is really tasty. It is not that sweet, not very sweet at all. The other thing I got was this, the Faluda. I've never seen this before. It is rose flavored. It is a basil seed milkshake. It has basil seed jelly and noodles. Interesting. I'll just do that. I don't know if you need to shake it or what. Oh, that's interesting. Non-dairy. What? I thought it was milk. What is in this? Non-dairy creamer. Huh, okay. Actually, no, it does say shake well, so I will do that. What is this all about? Let's give it a go. Wow. That basil jelly is interesting. Wow. Firstly, it smells strongly like a musk stick. If you like musk sticks, then you might like this. You might object to the basil seeds. They're kind of this very small, chewy bit. They're interesting. This makes me realize I've never actually drunk basil seeds before. Yeah, that is interesting. That is not, like, mind-blowing. It's very different, but I don't mind it. I don't think everyone would enjoy that. All right, hang on now. I forgot to try my bread. I don't know if it's a naan bread, but anyway, look at that. It is a bread. Looks and smells good. Let's try it on this stew. Really good. Wow. I'll have to come back here for a sit-down meal because this was absolutely delicious. As I said, the decor was lovely, service was lovely, and not a bad price. There's something on the menu here called a kebab barg, so I want to try that. I want to check out the barg. Anyway, I'm going to eat a bit more of this, but I'm going to save it and give it to my family, see what they reckon, because, yeah, I don't know if this is for, like, you know, everyone, or are my tastes just a bit, you know, exotic. But I really like this. This was great. So thank you, Mr. Zamani.
Ghorme Sabzi.
Thank you, Mr. Nurifad, for the recommendation. This was great. And thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, all of that stuff. And I will catch you later. Cheers. Yum. Can you see the herbs? Look at the herbs there. Yum.